song I ever played in a club was Pink Floyd, Time.
Oh, wow.
And I had like this, it was like it was called Faces in Riverside, Massachusetts. And, it's a club. This is a random club day. We played at like 8 o'clock. I showed up with like double bass, like 15 toms. I had rototoms up here to do the whole intro of Time. Do you know the song Time?
Absolutely.
The keyboardist had like this crappy little keyboard that he just had this little passive. And I did the whole intro. That was the first song I ever played live in a club. I think I was 13 years old or something.
Was there room on the stage for all your drums?
Yeah, barely.
Barely. Was there even a stage?
Yeah. I would play here every week, man. This was like the singer-songwriter like hangout, That's how I met Katie, was here. She would come out to these songwriter nights and she would sit in and I would be there and I'd just play with her. And eventually she wanted a band and like remembered that I would play.
The biggest pop star in the world.
I know.
So crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But this is where I met her the first time, was in this place. The music teacher in my junior high was also, she did like the jazz band and the marching band in the high school, and they were short. They needed like some guys to come in. So I came in and I played the quads, And so this little dude strapped this huge thing on for the Memorial Day parade, and I'm just like, and I was like 8th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. I was little dude, and with the high school band, all these cool drummers. I was like, yeah, Bristol, Rhode Island, man. But yeah, I definitely did marching band, I did concert band, I did jazz band, I did everything I could. I think Berkeley every year, whether graduating class or not, there's that exodus that happens, And people either go to like New York or LA or Nashville. And then I just came out and I got lucky really, really quickly by, starting to do sessions and meeting like producers and writers and stuff like that. All the guys in this town are great, But attitude plays a huge deal. You gotta be cool. You gotta make them want you back, because they can call anybody.
Always let anyone who's a photographer, reporter, always let everyone else pass.
That means you.
I got a dirty mind, I got filthy ways. I'm trying to bathe my aid in your Milky Way. I'm a legend, I'm irreverent, I be so far. We don't give a fuck.
I started playing traditional grip because that was what, I never really took lessons as a kid, but we had, my dad's a theater teacher and he would work with real professional percussionists and the bands and stuff. And one of them showed me how to, this is how you hold sticks. And because my dad was like, he wants to play drums, check him out. And he sat and watched me play and he's like, yeah, he's got something. So he showed me a little bit of stuff, just this is basic technique. And then I was super into Buddy Rich and Elvin Jones and Tony Williams. And these guys are my heroes. And yeah, if I don't play for 2 days, my hands get antsy. I gotta do something with them, Yeah. It's nice to have a day off on tour, but frankly, I want to play a show. I like doing it all, man. I love playing pop. I love playing 4 on the floor.
Right.
I love playing super teched out stuff. I love playing, moody songwriter stuff. I love it all. And that's how you get work, too. Do it all, love it all, and it comes across, man. Like people can tell when you're just phoning it in, I used to tour with a band called Saucy Monkey. We toured all over Ireland. It was so much fun. Like, people there are just like, they just love music, and the culture is different. We played some amazing places, and that's where I met, Naomi. I met her there through this band. It was amazing, like, it was such a magical part of my life and my musical life. When I'm in Ireland, I'm dad, and I'm home, and I'm, watching Star Wars, and
Of course.
Is
Luke ready to play the drums yet?
he is. That was the thing. He just started piano lessons,
Oh, awesome.
which is awesome. And because I was like, do you want to take drum lessons? And he said, I know how to play the drums. I already know. It's like, okay.
Right on.
Because he'll sit down and he'll play some stuff,
Right.
but he's like, I already know how to play drums. And I said, well, what do you want to play? And we settled on the piano because he likes to sit down and play spooky music. Like, he likes to play Halloween music. It's really cool. I love it. He's a budding Danny Elfman. What I like is, when you're learning an instrument, you have that thing where you're struggling, and then all of a sudden something clicks, and you're like, oh my God, I get it. And then it's like this revelation, and the world opens up, and you're like, yeah. And I like seeing that again on the basic level, where it's just something simple, where he's taking, find middle C. And he puts his hand on middle C, and he goes, and he walks up with his fingers, and then walks back down, and then he walks up, and then he crosses over and walks up again. And like, we would sit there at the piano, and he'd practice, and he loses focus, and he doesn't want to do it because it's frustrating. And then all of a sudden, he's just like, boom, 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 boom. And it's like, no problem. And he's super excited, and I love that. It's so much fun to see it, because the thought process. Like, something in his brain just snapped on. He's like, yep, I can do it, and this is fun. And that, I just remember that from being a drummer, and like seeing something and then translating it to through my brain, to my hands.
Like learning new words.
Having that, yeah, exactly. You learn the vocabulary, and it's like, but like through this thing, like your heart or whatever it is, your process, and it comes out, and you're doing it, and you feel it. You're like, oh, that's the greatest feeling, man. And it's so amazing to watch him do that. Whether he sticks with it or not, it's cool to see it happening.
Right.
Whatever's gonna make him happy, I'm
That's all
fully
that matters,
supportive.
right?
Yeah, it's fully supportive. Go into the law field because Dad's got himself into trouble again.
Again.
Whatever he wants to do, I'm there. He wants to be a Jedi. Let's figure it out.
Of course, it has to end on Star Wars.
I mean, you can't not mention Star Wars.